Hiya! Welcome to LSB Feasters Radio Aircheck channel, where we keep great radio from the past alive. And today we're going to New York and 66 WNBC for an aircheck with Howard Stern. Yeah, back in the 1980s, a lot of AM music stations were pretty much dying or already dead. But 66 WNBC was doing pretty well, playing the hits mainly because of their high personalities on the air. Big names that were very entertaining, like Don Imus, Soupy Sales, Alan Colmes, Joey Reynolds, Wolfman Jack, and of course, the one and only Howard Stern. Stern was on WNBC for only 3 years. That's it. But during that time, he created must-listen-to radio for New Yorkers who were headed home. Stern and his antics became very popular in afternoon drive throughout his 3 years at WNBC. But during that time, Stern was doing a lot of headbutting with management, programming, and some of the other jocks on the station, mainly Don Imus and program director Kevin Matheny, who Stern nicknamed Pig Virus on the air. Many of these conflicts were dramatized in Stern's autobiographical book and film, Private Parts. On September 30th, 1985, Howard Stern was abruptly fired from WNBC, supposedly due to pressure from NBC corporate. After a little bit of time on the beach, Howard got a new gig doing the afternoon show across town on WXRK 92.3 K-Rock, and eventually he moved from afternoons to mornings, replacing Jay Thomas, who was the morning man. Hey, give this a listen if you've never heard Stern on NBC. It's really an interesting listen. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any old WNBC air checks lying around your house, or any air checks at all, we would love to showcase them here. Just let me know down in the comments below. Alright, let's give this a listen. It's Howard Stern from 1983 on 66 WNBC, New York.
Who's given the all that information? Here's John Hayes.
Oh.
Hey, John, now what's the sore on your head?
Yeah, we're concerned about you.
You're trying to cover it up with your hair, aren't you?
My hair always falls that way.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, what is that thing? Oh.
What was it?
It was a zit.
That was a zit that you popped?
It was a zit. Yes, it did.
So what do you think? By covering up with your hair, we're not going to see it?
My hair.
That was a zit?
Our general manager's 33 years old. What do you eat, no Henry bars or something? You still have zits?
Snickers, yeah, constantly.
What was it, like a whitehead?
It was just one of those awful things you get.
It looks like he could have grown another head out of that.
But look at the size of that thing. It looks like a major injury.
Maybe it was his evil twin. Might have been. That's right. It was
no,
the
but
bad
what?
side.
I've never seen a zit that
large.
That is. What did you
know,
like?
It was interesting. My wife got one at the same time in the same place.
Well, let me ask you something, John.
Honest to God.
What did you do? I mean, like, did you like on the weekend get rid of it? Did you like stand in front of the mirror and
Did
squeeze it?
you pop that in front of the mirror?
What?
Trying to set the record straight here. Be honest with you.
Yeah, real honest. You're trying to cover it with your hair.
My hair was always.
You were combing your hair Hitler style so that we wouldn't see your zit. Look at the size of that thing.
That's why I couldn't help but stare at it.
They're gonna have to put a metal plate in your head.
Yeah.
Hey, John, seriously, what?
How did you get rid of it?
How did you get rid of it? Did you steam it?
No, it just. Howard, I don't want to talk about this. I mean, you
This could be helpful for the community, John.
Did it drain? No, it just opened up by itself. Howard. It was disgusting and it hurt, and I don't want to go into it.
How does it feel now? It feels all right?
Yeah, it feels fine.
Real
Well,
attractive.
good.
I know,
glad.
it looks awful.
He looks like Cyclops with like a third eye growing out of his head.
Of course, Howard, you probably never got pimples when you were a kid, right?
One of my few afflictions was pimples, but
Yeah.
you know, even people with pimples. I mean, he's 33. How old are you? 35?
35, yeah.
Oh, John.
You're 35 years old.
You know, I don't think it was a pimple. It must have been something else.
Could have been a boil.
Yeah, it could have been. Oh, man. Awful stuff. Could have been AIDS.
Boy.
So what did you
No,
just?
I doubt it, Fred. No.
Oh yeah, John. I heard you slept with Rock Hudson.
Well, he was the first one that told us about Rock.
Running a vicious rumor.
John comes in our office today. Guess while you guys were gone, a lot happened. Did you hear Rock Hudson had AIDS? I go, oh, really? John goes, you're kidding. You don't know? I said, you're kidding. Rock Hudson had AIDS? Where have I been? Gee, John, how would you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's the first thing on your mind?
Actually, I was so excited that I didn't have to take all the calls last week.
John, take pleasure in gossiping about other people's disasters.
Yes, that's horrible, John.
John walks into my office. Did you hear Rock Hudson has AIDS?
You know, I never used to do that, Howard, and then I started working here and listening to your show. Somehow I just get caught up in it now.
He says, oh, we got some great material, I bet, on that. He goes,
Hey.
boy, you guys missed a lot of big stuff. John's really getting into the show now. Yeah, man, it would have been great. You could have been the first, but Imus and Soupy at it. Yeah, it is a shame.
When did that come out? Last Wednesday or Tuesday?
I know, I was sitting at home,
Yeah, I was out on the
island,
island, yeah.
I would have had it before everybody else.
Yeah,
Before the Post got it.
I was sitting at home, like sitting on pins and needles, hoping that by the time we got back, it was still in the news. Because I figured we'd miss it all.
I love those big Post headlines. Rock knew he had AIDS for 1 year.
And then I saw Rona Barrett. She's trying to convince everyone that she knew about it for 6 months, but she was keeping
really?
her mouth shut about it.
Everybody's taking credit.
And then my father even got into it. I knew Rock Hudson was gay for years.
Well, now I noticed in the paper, everybody knew that he always hung out with men.
Yeah.
And that he went to San Francisco a lot. How come they didn't know this a year ago?
John, I don't know if you knew it, but Bruce had a towel snapping incident with Rock Hudson several years ago in a gym locker. Rock and him were snapping towels at one another. I think that's...
Any permanent scars, Bruce? Or?
No, so let's get back to this zit on your head.
No, let's
How big
let's get off that subject.
was it? Like
We
huge?
don't want to talk about it. Yes,
look
it
at the
was huge and
scar.
it was painful.
moon?
But who steamed it for you? Your wife? Did she like steam? You know, the best way to
No. Just it all happened naturally.
get lost. It never happens like that. You
You
don't get
pop
a.
that thing.
I
You either
didn't.
picked it or you popped it.
No.
Oh yeah, like John is too big to be standing in front of a mirror popping zits. He's much too an important executive.
Instead, he'd go out with that thing sitting on his
Yeah.
forehead.
He'd rather have a big boil on top of his head.
That's right. It was getting too hard to disguise. Too.
It's an extra brain.
Maybe that's it.
But John,
Yes.
be honest for once in your life. Tell me the truth. You see what I do when I get a zit is I steam it.
Yes.
I take a hot towel and steam it, and it just pops open.
Uh-huh.
It does.
Yeah, really, and it's a lot less. There it goes. It's a lot less painful. Seriously, don't just sit there and squeeze it, because then you end up with an ugly scar on
Yeah,
your
you
head.
end up with a scar, so we know you squeezed it.
Yeah. We know you squeezed it. Stop lying.
Fine.
Oh, he was laying there and it just popped by itself.
And left this ugly scar.
I never heard of that. John, there is dermal abrasion for those nasty acne
Yeah.
scars.
Really?
That could
Maybe
be
you should get some Oxy 5 or something.
But you're not
I
fooling
think
any.
This thing would need a gallon of it. Don't they have another?
A 10 drum.
Yeah, Oxy,
But John, you're not
the
fooling
next
anyone with
phase.
combing your hair over your zit. Wear it
It
proudly.
just makes it more prominent because that's all I
Well,
could look at.
My hair's always been this way. You should know that.
No, John,
Right.
it was different today.
Fine.
Practice some hygiene, John, okay? And maybe you won't get so many zits.
Well, you know, being John, he never had a zit before.
Yeah.
He didn't know
He
what
probably
to
enjoyed
do. Oh, this makes me like one of the common people.
Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, of course.
Can't believe John had a zit and popped it. And
Really?
won't confess to it. Yeah, I heard it was pretty wild while we were gone. Heard Soupy was battling with
Soupy's
everyone.
in.
And we heard that
It was so quiet, Howard. I mean, it was like a vacation. It was a vacation for the rest of us.
John, you ought to
honest to
tell us
God.
the dirt. You had
The
major
phones-
wars
the
going
phones
on
in
here.
my office literally were
quiet.
quiet. Yeah, not ringing.
Hey, you know, what's this? Are we doing another TV commercial? They came in and asked for my pant size, and I hope we're not. Am I going to be in a TV commercial with Imus and Soupy, or are you finally going to give me my own TV commercial? What?
Well, I'm not ready to talk about that, Howard.
Sounds like you're going to be in a commercial with Simus and Soupy.
And Jack Spector.
Oh, and Jack Spector.
Well,
What a
count me
lucky
out.
man.
You guys can do your own TV commercial. I'm going to go do my own TV commercial.
Are you?
Now, what's this? What do you need my pant size for? What are we going to wear? Dopey baseball uniforms or something?
Who
That's
asked for
what
your
he's
pant
doing.
size?
Who asked me my pant size? The promotion department.
Pants
Yeah.
and shirt.
Pants and shirt
For
for
The
the TV commercial.
no, I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Maybe they'll have me in a chicken uniform.
Oh God! Somebody told you tonight. No, did somebody tell you about the
How about
chicken
I dress up?
costume?
I dress up like Rock Hudson.
I
Imus
mean, you
dresses
can
up
still
as
see
Doris
the
Day.
outline. Not that bad.
What's the deal? We're gonna do a TV commercial or not? We should do one. We haven't done one in a long time.
We have a TV spot planned.
We do?
Yeah.
Am I in it?
Yes, of course.
Who else is in it?
Imus, Soupy.
Oh no.
It's gonna be great.
Why do I have to
gonna
get
be
linked?
great.
Why do I have to get linked with everyone?
And Jack.
And Jack Spector
Jack
too?
Spector's in it?
No, just Imus and Soupy.
Oh.
What do we do, throw pies at each other?
No.
Is it good? Is it funny?
I think it's very funny.
Oh, then it ain't funny at all.
Of course, I had to be talked into that, so
I can't wait to hear the when am I going to hear the premise?
Wednesday.
Interesting.
Oh, so he doesn't even, it's all,
So
the
you don't
die
even-
has been cast.
You mean you haven't allowed me any creative input on it? You know, you guys never learn. I know what the people want in
Yeah.
TV commercials.
See, every time you've
Wait a
gone
minute,
in and
we haven't
rewritten
shot the
each
spot.
TV
We haven't-
commercial.
We have.
I've rewritten every TV
Yeah.
commercial so
Yeah.
far on the air, seriously. So
All right.
I might have to. You won't get offended if I veto some of the ideas in there. You remember veto? I hope it's a good one, John. I don't want to be embarrassed like on the last one where they had a dog urinating on my face. Gee, that was good.
I didn't
And a
see that
nun
one.
scribbling on my
Oh,
picture.
that's scribbling. I said
Yeah.
that was.
That was
I like
humiliating.
that.
Well, he had to
I like
veto
that.
the dog.
I like the people that
Yeah.
scribbled on your face.
The original copy, I read it, called for the dog to pee on my face.
Oh boy. Of course, I wasn't
But
here then,
but
Howard.
Unfortunately, standards and practices wouldn't allow that on the air.
What's the new one gonna have?
What's the new one gonna have?
Imus defecating on his head?
I don't want to talk about that.
Oh, boy.
You know how other stations like to copy what we do, Howard.
Yeah,
That's
steal
true.
these ideas, please.
Yeah. God forbid
Kind of
you're.
hoping that Z100 will pick up on the chicken suit idea.
Yeah, or maybe they'll have Ross urinate on Scott Shannon's head.
Howard.
D100.
Well,
We kind of had the first Golden Showers TV campaign.
Yeah.
well, is that all? I'm sorry to interrupt the news. You know how important
Yeah,
it
you
is
don't
to
like
me.
it when the news is interrupted, do you, John?
How are you taking the whole Rock Hudson thing, John?
Oh, man.
Now, were you shocked?
Were you shocked seriously?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
shocked.
I was pretty
Of course
shocked
I
too.
was.
You never knew he was gay.
No.
You see, I didn't either, and my father swears everyone knew that Rock Hudson was
I
gay.
mean, I thought it was like
Like
common,
common
knowledge, but
knowledge.
nobody admitted it.
I never knew it. I feel kind of out of it. When is Bob Geldof going to put together a concert for Rock?
Rock Hudson. I thought we ought to do that.
Maybe we will. We could get Kim Carnes.
You know, we have ignored the AIDS, the whole AIDS thing here at WNBC, and we can't do that.
Hey, my theory is that everyone has AIDS. I'm serious. I think
well,
everyone's going to die.
You think it's like a cold now?
Yeah, I think it's just going to be going around. I think everyone's going to get it. None of us are safe.
Oh boy. Well,
We gotta-
John, I'd get that sword checked out if I were you.
Yeah, John. John has an. Oh, I'm so paranoid now about getting AIDS that because and I don't even have sex with guys. In fact, I don't
Not
even.
anymore.
I don't even.
Whoa.
Well, yeah, not anymore. So you know, but the other day I was going to the bathroom and I was thinking to myself, well, it was a public bathroom at the beach, and I was thinking, well, wait a second, if a guy went to the bathroom in here with AIDS. You know, this was standing up. And I'm saying maybe the water's infected with AIDS in the toilet bowl.
Splash back.
And it splashes up. Could the AIDS
No,
travel
no, no, no.
up into
I have some information on this.
John, do you know?
AIDS has to be transmitted through intimate, deep
Bull.
contact.
Bull.
No, they do say now that you do have to worry about like really wet kisses.
Who says that?
The doctors.
The doctors say it.
You think I'm giving out erroneous information?
I think Linda
I don't
Evans
know.
could have it. Linda Evans.
That's what I'm
was-
saying.
Yeah.
Those people in Dynasty have to worry because, you know, like those long, involved, penetrating kisses
Linda Evans was
could
tonguing.
be, yeah,
Linda Evans
Really?
yeah,
was. Linda Evans was tonguing Rock Hudson. Practically.
in the hay.
She could have it.
Yeah.
Why not? And I'm thinking about it. Just bear
And
with
they
me
have
on
to
this.
do those several times.
Bear with me on this
All
for a
right.
second. Maybe I'm being paranoid here.
All right.
But a man goes to the bathroom in a public toilet, standing up, okay? The water has been infected by the AIDS patient. The water not splashes, but it travels back up because there's a stream, there's an arcing effect. The AIDS crawls onto the stream, climbs up into your genitalia.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't think that could happen?
Nah.
Hey,
Yeah.
think again.
It could. You got it.
I'm serious.
First of all, how is that water going to get all the way up there if you're standing up?
This is what I'm asking you. I'm saying that you're not a man, obviously, but John, you would know what I'm talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking
Oh, John goes to the
about.
bathroom sitting down.
the other thing I have to ask is, does the ice take care of that in the urinals?
Well, no, I'm talking about at the beach when you go into,
There's no
let's say.
ice there,
Let me
okay.
explain this again because
All
I don't
right.
think John's catching on. Let's say you go to the beach. all right? And it's just, or anywhere, a restaurant, anywhere. And you go in the urinal, okay? And you go to the bathroom. John, pay attention. Well, you don't look over there. You're
Well,
the general manager. You should know about stuff like
You
this.
have to explain to women, is there a splash effect at a urinal?
No, I'm not talking about splashing. I'm talking about, let's say the AIDS is in the urinal, living there,
Yes,
cultivating.
All right.
And then it starts to climb up because you create an arc. Because, I mean,
Oh, you mean that?
yeah, it can climb up your urine.
You know,
Let's say the AIDS crawls up backwards.
we get into trouble because there are people out there who really believe this. Who
Hey, I believe it.
that what Howard is talking about could be true.
I
This
believe
is
it.
a tragedy, and it's incumbent on me to point out.
Look, there's the AIDS. And it's coming to get
It's
you.
swimming upstream.
Swimming upstream like a salmon.
This ain't true, folks.
I'm not saying,
He's
okay.
just kidding. Howard's just kidding.
No, I'm not kidding. Wait a second, John. I'm saying, okay, maybe it's not true. John, maybe it's not
It's
true.
an idea thought.
But it's something, you know, at first they were saying you couldn't get it from kissing. Now they're saying you could.
But it's a possibility, not a definite. It is a possibility.
I mean, the doctor's saying don't panic, but I'm already panicking. I've been panicking for weeks.
Well,
Of
it's
course, your
definitely
philosophy
spreading.
is a little panic is a healthy thing.
Hey, I say take precautions.
Okay.
I say take precautions.
That's right.
You don't know. Look, they're doctors. What do they know? There's a stupid... I'm reading the paper. The doctor
Yeah,
put a
look at this
puncture in Billy
doctor.
Martin's lungs.
That's right.
What does he know? Go figure. This whole AIDS thing has got me completely
Oh,
shook up.
it's scary. It really
It
is.
is very scary.
And
It's
then,
very scary, and it's
Absolutely.
spreading. It's spreading to all segments of the population. It's no
Spreading-
longer
it's spreading to
a
John's
gay
forehead.
disease. It was never a gay disease, and we can't even call it a gay
All the
disease
way to
anymore.
New Canaan. My God.
What?
Think of. Do you think that the fact that Rock Hudson has got AIDS will make people more aware of the disease?
Excuse me, John.
What do you
Can I
think this
say
is,
something?
WABC?
Oh man, I'm just wondering.
Could you go, like, work for WABC Talk Radio, maybe? And pose some questions to Dr. Judith Kuryansky?
Yeah, ask her that question.
Would you be more boring?
Could you slow the show down some more?
Fine.
What
I'll
about
go now.
what about this?
Always nice talking to you, Robin.
Take
Oh,
it easy,
same
John.
here, John.
Stop being such a sorehead.
So long, pus face. And knock off the candy bars.
Grow
don't-
up, why don't you?
And don't be a sore head. Mr. Sorehead. He's got a big,
boy.
he's got a big scab over his
I'm
forehead.
telling you, it covers his whole forehead.
Hard to take the general manager seriously when he's got those pop zits on his head.
Scabby Hayes.
Oh,
Scabby
Scabby
Hayes.
Hayes, our general manager.
Hey, where are you getting all this information
Well,
on Rock
there's
Hudson?
new information that's coming over the wire now that Rock has met a doctor at this military hospital, and he wants to go there because he has a lot of confidence in him.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Military hospitals are real good. Hey, you know, because Rock's publicist is a real card, isn't he?
Oh, I'm telling you.
What's his name?
Well, this publicist here who was issuing all this information is who? What is the name?
Olby?
Yano Kolart?
Oh, because they had this guy like Ole Onsen, who was Rock's publicist, and he comes out and he goes, "It's not AIDS, it's liver cancer.
Right.
And besides, Rock wanted to lose all that weight. Yeah, Rock wanted to weigh 35 pounds.
Really?
He wanted to look
He
like
wanted
that.
to be able to be carried around by Doris Day,
Yeah.
you know. It's ridiculous.
Rock's into a new health kick. He wants to weigh. I mean, what kind of publicist? I mean, just fess up and say the guy has AIDS. I mean, you can't conceal it anymore. The news is out. But no, he's going to cover it. Rock wanted to lose. He wanted to lose about 280 pounds. He wants to be a strapping 6'5", 35 pounds.
Yeah. He wants to look like he's on death's door. This will
Yeah.
help him get parts.
Yeah. He wants to work with Nicholson.
Oh boy. Well, anyway, that's the latest on Rock. He wants to transfer to the hospital.
He's tired of being a hunk.
He's met a new doctor.
He wants to
Hudson
be taken
collapsed.
seriously by the show business community, so he decided to knock off 180 pounds.
Yeah. Up for Gandhi too, is that it?
Perfect casting. Rock Hudson is Gandhi.
He was dieting into the role.
Yeah, I mean, come on, give me a break. I mean, who is this publicist? Give me a break.
Well, everybody was carrying on about how, well, publicists lie. But that was like the worst lie ever told. I mean, everybody could see through that immediately.
Even I saw through it. And I'm still believing it could be liver cancer. 419 to WNBC.
Well, anyway, they want to start testing that new drug that they have over in France, over here in the United States, and they say that those tests might begin this summer. On that AIDS drug developed there, it's being used. I don't understand what's going on. They're saying the drug is being used to treat Rock Hudson, and now he wants to be transferred from the hospital he's in because he's not being treated since he collapsed a couple of weeks ago. So it's hard to tell what's going on anyway. The drug is known as HPA-23, and doctors are stressing that it'll take years and years of research to decide whether this thing works at all or not, and it's certainly no cure. But people here in the United States are anxious to get some kind of treatment going, so tests might start this summer.
Here's a quote from Rock Hudson's publicist. Listen to this. He just freaked everyone out. No one has ever seen him so thin, said one of Rock's publicists, Tim Laurie. He's not dying. He's just skinny. He likes it that way.
Oh, Paul. Did you see those pictures with Doris Day?
He likes to be skinny.
Ugh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel real bad. Rock Hudson has AIDS, but I mean, if you're going to be a publicist, I mean, there's a time to lie and there's a time to come forthright with this thing.
At least read your lies before you tell them. Then you'll see how silly they are. I mean, he actually stood there and told people that?
Anyway, so,
well, anyway, going on here. President Reagan says he will not let fear of cancer affect his life. In his first interview since undergoing surgery 2 weeks ago, the president also tells Time magazine that he is now someone who does not have cancer. Reagan also says the ordeal has resulted in no change of priorities. He's still anxiously looking forward to a November summit with Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev. Meanwhile, Gorbachev says the Kremlin will impose a 6-month unilateral ban on nuclear test explosions. The ban will begin August 6th, the 40th anniversary of the U.S. atomic bombing of Hiroshima. The ban will expire January 1st.
Gorbachev's a mean guy. He's going to meet Reagan and go, I know. I have my whole colon. I have my whole colon. I'm not half a man.
Oh, goodness. And a lawyer for Long Island employees who claim they were forced to pay kickbacks to the Republican Party in exchange for jobs charged today that Senator Alphonse D'Amato knew about the kickbacks when he was a town supervisor. Lawyer Burt Newborn implicated D'Amato in his opening statements in federal court in a class action suit against Hempstead Town and the Nassau County Republican parties. One more story here.
Yeah.
Authorities say a prisoner in the Wyoming Correctional Facility in Attica today died of asphyxiation when a watch he bit off a guard's wrist became lodged in his throat. Oh, dear, I tell you.
What kind of watch? A Casio? Like one of those huge Casios?
Yeah, let's see what kind of watch it was.
If it's a prison guard.
Horrible deaths.
I'm sure if it's a prison guard, it wasn't a real expensive watch.
I don't know. Well, anyway, the inmate was in the medium security facility up in Rochester, and he punched 2 guards outside the mess hall while he was being subdued and bit the wristwatch. So,
I had a Casio for a while. It was like carrying around like a suitcase on my arm.
yeah, you certainly couldn't swallow that thing. Doesn't say what kind it was, though. Wonder if it's still ticking. Anyway, that's the news. It's 22 minutes after 4 o'clock.
Many years ago, something happened in America. Something that revolutionized daily commerce.
It's never been done before.
New one? A new Phil Donahue book?
What was the old one?
Get Frank and stuff at your favorite supermarket.
Feel the suspense.
66 WNBC.
We're running an awful lot of contests. I don't think people care about contests. What is that all about? What
I
was
have
that?
no idea. Something about tennis suits or tennis camps.
You win tennis? Something. What do you have to do for it? Send in a postcard or something? Do you know,
I
Bruce?
think it's on the back of our bumper sticker. You have to fill out your name and stuff.
Oh,
Mail that in.
wonderful.
Oh, gee. How many things can we put on that bumper sticker? There's an anti-drunk driving message. Then there's Stroh's.
And then there's us.
Then
and
there's
then
us.
There's a contest.
Think we can fit anything else on there? Another way to make more money for the station? I mean, can't we just make something and give it away? Here it is. You win. You fill out an entry blank on the back of a sticker. What idiot is going to do this? If they get 5 entries, I'll be surprised. So your odds are probably pretty good of winning, if this interests you. Some idiot is going to go to the trouble getting a bumper sticker. First of all, it takes a special type of moron to put a WNBC bumper sticker
That's what I'm
on
saying.
his car.
The people who get the bumper stickers don't look like people who play tennis to me.
Yeah. Let alone afford a tennis racket.
Really?
All right, you get, I mean, I don't see any of these bumper stickers on Volvos and Mercedes.
No.
Take the entry blank on the back of the sticker for your chance to win 2 tennis ensembles valued at $200 right, and a 1-week vacation at the Future Stars Adult Tennis Camp. If you've got a week to spend at a tennis camp, you've got a serious emotional problem. You should be out working. Beautiful West Hampton Beach bath and tennis club, all furnished by Pedigree Tennis Shop. Well, I mean, that's very nice, but I certainly have no time for that.
Adult Future Stars Tennis Camp. Who are they trying to get?
It's where McEnroe lives. That's where McEnroe trained. People Express has 6 daily non-stops to Houston for just $79 off peak or $99 peak with absolutely no restriction. Call for reservation. People Express, a smart way to fly, sponsors this Encopter traffic update with WNBC's Donna Fiducia.
Hey, welcome back, Howard and Robin.
Hey, let's just because we've been away for 2 weeks, let's set the record straight here, sweetheart.
Uh-oh.
I happened to tune in a couple of times in the afternoon. Don't think you're going to get away with the same kind of nonsense you got away while we were gone.
What was she doing?
Was that?
She was doing 5-minute traffic reports is what she was doing.
Else to do when you're away.
Yeah, but people do not want to hear 5-minute traffic reports.
You are never going to get a 5-minute traffic report from me, Howard, if I can do all
Just
my
because
reports.
Gary Bridges is a wimp doesn't mean that I want to sit and listen to that crap.
Oh, he picked on me. He picked on me enough, believe me.
I know, we heard he was trying to do a Howard Stern impression for 2 weeks. Hey, listen, from now on, what I want you to do with the traffic, because I thought a lot about this while I was driving in my car listening to you.
Yep.
I just want to hear where the accidents are. First of all, disregard anything that the news director ever told you about traffic, because it no longer applies on this show.
Okay.
Because he's an idiot and doesn't know what he's talking about. Even he admits that. You can ask him. Secondly, what I want is for you to just list where the accidents are. Because Roz did this while you were gone.
And it was wonderful.
And she was really great. List the accidents. List if there is an alternate. No, don't even list the alternate. Because I got to figure.
Know their way home.
Yeah, I got to figure unless you're a mutant, you don't know, you know. Just list where all the accidents are and we will assume that everything else is fine.
Well, what I could do, if I knew when the reports were going to be, is just do like 20 seconds each time.
Fine. Do it now. Now you know when the report is going to be. It's right now.
Well, you know what I mean. I could do a certain routing, and that would be great. People would know when to tune in, and they would hear their particular area at certain times. Then you wouldn't even have to...
She does a particular routing. I think that's what she does to her hair every night.
Yeah, it doesn't look too nice.
We do that with Imus, and it works great. That's the whole
What did you do with Imus?
We have a whole routing of what we're to talk about for each report, and it works great.
But I don't care how you get it done. What I'm saying is this type of nonsense will not exist on my program. I don't care what you do when I'm not here, although I think the station should take more of an interest.
Yes.
Donna uses this as a personal forum to take over the entire program.
Oh, I did not.
You did.
But wait a minute, she's talking about this personal routing crap. I'm telling you, Roz did this, and she didn't have any problem.
She does it for 1 week. She doesn't get all the complaints.
I don't want to hear this. I'm not hearing what I want to hear.
Uh-oh.
I want to hear can-do. Are you a can-do kind of lady?
Can-do.
Are you a can-do lady?
Anything you want, Howard.
All right, then let's hear you can-do.
Anything you want.
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, the only problem we do have, I haven't gotten to yet. Southbound on the Van Wyck approaching Atlantic Avenue, Department of Traffic telling us about a 4-car fender bender. It is pretty heavy from Jewel Avenue on down. The Harlem River Drive, better than the Deacon to the outbound George Washington Bridge. And the westbound cross Bronx is at a crawl from the Bronx River Parkway to the George Washington Bridge. Remember, southbound on the Palisades Parkway, we still have only the right lane open below exit 1. Not too much of a problem in the afternoon, but it's going to be that way for the rest of the week, so you might want to plan around that. Please be sure to fasten your WNBC belts. That wasn't so bad, was it? I'm Donna Fiducia in the Encopter on WNBC.
And I also think it's time to stop telling people to buckle their WNBC seatbelts.
I agree with that.
Well, then you can stop now.
Well, John was just in there. Why don't you ask him?
Don't worry about John. John doesn't run this station. I do. These 4 hours are mine.
Okay.
Well, if I tell you to stop saying it, just stop saying it. Everyone's annoyed with it. It just wastes time. I have bits to do. These people miss me. They want to hear me rapping.
I agree.
Well, then do it.
Okay.
No more lip.
Whatever you say.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
She's not gonna let you have the last word. Do you notice?
No, it's like a 2-year-old. Whatever I say, she will have to get the last
She'll
word in.
still say something.
Something.
See? All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Again. I want to say, hey Donna.
Yes?
I want to have the last word.
Okay.
Forget it. Turn her off.
That's the only way you can do it.
No, but seriously, I tuned in and I said, what kind of nonsense is this? I said, I'm not going to get myself aggravated. I'm sitting here, I'm supposed to be on vacation. I knew like a jerk not to turn on the radio station. The reason I handpicked Gary Bridges to fill in for me is because Gary listens to me. I tell him what he should do, and I know I basically know he's just going to go on and play records, so I don't have to sit there and be annoyed with some idiot acting like a jerk. So I tune in, which of course was a big mistake. And who do I hear yapping for 5 minutes? Donna
Acting
Fiducia.
like a jerk.
Yeah, because I think Donna thinks that when we were not here, she's supposed to pick up the ball.
Right. She's now the star.
She's now the star because, the pecking order is that it's me, Robin, and, and everyone, and then all of a sudden her.
So she decided to take over?
Yeah, so she was like doing her personality traffic report. A good 5-6 minute healthy traffic report. And I'm sitting there pulling the hair out of my head. I said, why isn't someone going in there and just turning off her microphone? Anyway, let's get to a record quick so we can do a bathroom break. You just do the traffic.
Just
the weather.
the weather here. Tonight, it's going to be mostly cloudy, the low around 70. Tomorrow, there's a chance of a shower or a thunder shower with variable cloudiness and a low around 70. 81 degrees now, 34 minutes past 4 o'clock. That's what's happening. I'm Robin Quivers, WNBC, New York.
Oh, it's time to go down. Number 1.
Paul Young, that's the number 1 song of the week. We're counting down the worst song of the week. And 4:38 at WNBC. Good to be back from vacation. Even I was getting a little tired of vacation after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It was like enough already, because when you have a wife and a kid, it's not exactly like a real restful vacation. I mean, you're busy doing domestic stuff. So.
What were you doing?
Well, just like even just getting organized to get into the car takes a half an hour. It's like it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's not like the kind of thing where you can just pop in your car and go somewhere. It's like you gotta get yourself organized and remember to bring extra diapers and bring all this kind of junk.
But wasn't it nice to be around for 2 weeks to watch your daughter grow and that kind of thing?
Yeah, it was great. It was really good spending time with my, like the first week we went to Florida, and although we go to Florida because my in-laws were there, and like we end up spending all this time with my in-laws because my mother-in-law watches the baby.
Oh, so you spend time with them? I thought you guys just
Well, you know what I mean, like
what?
Like my mother-in-law watches the baby, but we don't want to dump her with the baby the whole time, so we have to hang out with them. And I have to sit there and talk to my mother-in-law and my father-in-law for
Which you love.
Please. My father-in-law thinks of questions to ask me that he knows I don't have the answers to. He goes, so how's radio? I go, oh, pretty good. How many radio stations are on the dial? I'm like, screw this.
Is this what he's concerned about?
Yeah, how many radio stations are on the dial? Little things. And then my wife goes out and tells me to buy her douche.
Oh, she didn't, did she?
And I said, no way. I'm sitting there, and she says, why don't you go buy some douche? Because we're reading that book about how to have a boy, so, for having sex, making a baby boy and stuff. So we were going to try it.
Oh, stop it, Howard. You were not.
So she says,
he's making this up.
You need douche. We need to call it baking soda douche. So my wife says, go out to the drugstore, buy douche. Screw this, no way. Imagine me going into a drugstore asking for some douche. Excuse me, where do you keep the douche?
Hey, there's a douche bag up there, want some douche?
Can you get me the douche, please? I said, no way I'm getting any douche. It's bad enough I have to go buy tampons when I go to Pathmark. I'm gonna buy douche.
Nobody thinks you use them, Howard.
Hey, you never know. For my breath.
Oh.
I need a strong vinegar douche for my mouth. The douche with a hot water bottle in my mouth.
Oh, boy.
We never actually got around to trying to make a baby boy because my wife didn't take her temperature, which is what you have to do.
Now, wait a minute. Didn't you promise her you weren't going to talk about this?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we didn't actually try for a baby. I'm saying we were reading the books on how to do it. But you have to take your temperature every day so you know exactly when you're ovulating.
Oh, I got this new thing for you.
Yeah.
It's a new thing that you don't even have to take your temperature. She can do a saliva test.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's much more accurate.
So, yeah, well, anyway, so according to the theory, you need a douche. And if you want to make a girl, you use vinegar douche. And if you want a boy, it's a baking soda douche.
Ooh.
Something I always liked. I love a good baking soda douche.
Don't you use that to brush your teeth?
Yeah. Hey, use that to bake a cake.
Out of your refrigerator, that's right.
But, you know, it's just like the Woody Allen movie. I can picture me going into the drugstore asking, can I have the douche? You know, where do we keep the douche? We got any of that Massengill douche for this douche? You're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? It's Paul from Bloomfield.
Oh.
How's it going?
Well, we haven't heard from you in a while.
We haven't heard from you for 2 weeks.
Got a question for you.
You know, I was really tempted to give the listeners my home number so they could reach me at home while I was on vacation, so I could field a few calls in case they had any questions.
Sure.
But of course, that would have been unprofessional. Yes.
Yeah, that Potter Schwa guy, he was supposed to fly your name over the beaches. Did he ever do it?
Yeah, he did. I heard a lot of people saw it.
Really? Did he go from Seaside up? Because I didn't see it when I was down at Seaside.
Well, he doesn't do it every day.
Yeah.
No, I was there that weekend, and I didn't see it.
Well, I don't know. You know, he just did it. A lot of my friends saw it.
Oh. Hey, what was Soupy all upset about? Who's he upset?
I kind of rapped about that for a good hour. I'm not going to... I don't think I'm going to go back into that.
All right.
Soupy's my friend. I don't want to jeopardize that relationship.
Well, I just wanted to welcome you back. Good to have you. It's better listen to those other guys.
Thank you.
All right. Take care, Howard.
Sort of a backhanded compliment,
Yeah.
Robin, but a compliment nevertheless.
We'll take them where we get them.
You're pretty good. Yeah, you're better than those other guys. Who am I better than? Bernard Meltzer? Gee, that's some compliment. Bernard Meltzer.
Speaking of Bernard, we have to talk about this OR thing.
Yeah, we got to get into that. That's going to take some time. Also, in case you didn't hear the news, in the 5 o'clock hour, Roscoe's going to be here. In case you don't know who Roscoe is, he's one of the disc jockeys who quit on the air at KTU.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty good when he starts sounding off. And he's he's an angry black guy, and he's real militant, and he's screaming racism. It's going to be dynamite.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear what he has to say about KTU, the whole switch over in the format. It's going to be dynamite. It's really going to be beautiful.
It's happening. I can't believe, you know, the television stations didn't pick up on this. He didn't get into the news. He was on page 6, but that was about it.
And Roscoe was real happy when we called. Oh, thanks for providing me a forum. He was on BAI this morning, but nobody listens to it. Yeah. I told him, why don't you yell out the window? You'd reach more people.
Really?
What are you going on BAI for? Come on here. I'm reaching million plus.
Yeah, talk to somebody. I mean, he was sitting on BAI talking to the guy who was sitting across from him.
Yeah. And that was it.
That was it. You're right.
You go on BAI, no one's listening to that garbage, except for the lesbian show, which I listen to. 4:44 WNBC. We got to go up to Donna Fiducia again, and then we got some commercial words. Speaking of lesbians, she's not a lesbian.
Donna's not a lesbian. She's a lot of things, but she's not a lesbian. She was the one woman with rock Hudson.
Yeah.
That's why I went gay.
Anyway, let's go up to Donna Fiducia in the end copter.
It is so nice to have you back, Howard. On the northbound side
Nice
of the
to be
BQE.
back, thank you.
On the northbound side of the BQE, very heavy traffic from Tillery Street up to and past the Guinness-Humboldt off-ramp with a stalled car in the right lane. Southbound is pretty much bumper to bumper from the Brooklyn Bridge down to the Gowanus, and the southbound Van Wyck is a parking lot from just below the LIE all the way down to and past Jamaica Avenue, but that earlier 4-car accident is now cleared over to the shoulder, and that's also, by the way, causing extra heavy traffic outbound on the Grand Central from Shea Stadium on down to the Van Wyck. Please, oh, I can't say that anymore. I'm Donna Fiducia in the end copter on WNBC.
Go on a treasure hunt. Go on a treasure hunt.
Go on a treasure hunt for fabulous prizes.
Go on a treasure hunt. Go on a treasure hunt.
Treasurer card not needed to win. Some restrictions apply, so visit a participating New Jersey Treasurer Financial Institution for details.
Tag? All right, give me a second. I got to find it. This could be quite a stretch of time here. What is the name of that?
A treasurer.
Treasurer, I think oh. For free treasurer hunt game piece, send stamped self-addressed envelope to Treasure Hunt, Post Office Box 232, New Brunswick, New Jersey, 08903. Sweepstakes ends August 28th, 1985.
We were working Yellow Pages out of Bell Atlantic.
We're here to tell you the truth.
Hey, what's this?
This is the Beanstalk.
No, I mean, according to my copy sheet here, Dr. Ruth Westheimer held a party last Tuesday at the Beanstalk restaurant to promote her new game, Eating and Sex. She has a game. What do you mean a new game?
She has a game.
It's like sexual. It's like Trivial Pursuit, but written with sexual questions.
Who's this?
Dr. Ruth. She had a big bash over at the Beanstalk promoting her new game, Eating and Sex.
Oh, really? Eating and sex?
Hey, who the hell is her agent, man? I mean, that guy's doing a bang-up job. He's got her the Lifetime gig, and he's got her, he's got her with a new game.
And a movie.
Why the hell don't I do something like that? Where the hell's my agent?
I thought her husband managed her. No?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I read something like that.
I think he does.
What the hell's my agent busy doing?
Is he in town?
I got 3 times the ratings Dr. Ruth had. I had 3 times. I'm sorry.
They're getting
I'm upset.
bigger. I think he's blowing up now.
Hey! Some people sneeze when they're angry. I belch. I'm not kidding you. I'm really mad. I mean, where the hell's my agent? You know, I spoke to him for 2 weeks. I'm sitting at home on my duff. I don't take one
I thought
meeting.
you were going to be job hunting this second week.
Yeah. Let's see.
So she had a big party over the Beanstalk?
Yeah, wonder why I wasn't invited.
We never get invited anywhere. I'm getting sick of this.
We won't go anyway. I wouldn't go to her stupid
I
party.
still should get the invitation so I can turn it down.
I wonder who went.
I haven't read anything about it.
Yeah, me neither.
Liz Smith wasn't there.
Andy was probably there, though.
I think Rock Hudson was over there.
Maybe Susie hit that party. I'll have to check her column.
So,
You know, that just brought up a thought. I wonder what Rock Hudson's gay name is.
I don't know. Lisa?
Lisa? He looks like a Lisa to you.
Now we're going to probably get a whole bunch of books about Rock Hudson and all his gay friends.
I'm sure people will be crawling out of the closet and talking
yeah.
about all kinds of things now.
Here's an idea. If you're taking the children to Radio City to see The Magic of Oz, be sure to stop in at the Beanstalk for lunch or dinner, where they're giving away free Mickey Mouse hats and free Mickey and Minnie Mouse hand puppets.
Those guys will do anything.
And also those promotional geniuses over there are doing a thing called...
It's right there. You got to flip up that piece of paper.
Yeah, it's called... I don't know what the hell those guys are doing. Just run a good restaurant. Stop with the promotional garbage. Boxing Greats Month. Meet the champs in person. They're going to have Jake LaMotta, I think. No.
Jake LaMotta?
No. Wait, who's they going to have? Yeah, Jake LaMotta's going to be there. So he can talk about how jealous he is about Vicky LaMotta.
Yeah, she still looks good, and he's not married to her anymore.
I'm gonna beat her if I see her.
Come over here. Come over here, you. Floyd Patterson. Doesn't he do a TV show over in Jersey?
No, he doesn't.
Uncle Floyd?
That's not him.
Not the same guy,
No.
huh? Rocky Graciano and Vito Antuofermo.
Antuofermo.
And Billy Graham is going to be there. I wonder if it's...
He's a boxing great?
He's going to bless all these characters. Anyway, go to the Beanstalk. They have great food. I don't know about this boxing thing.
NBC News, good afternoon. I'm Jay Barbary at Cape Canaveral. The launch team is a little less than 6 minutes from attempting to send the Space Shuttle Challenger, its crew of 7 and a $78 million scientific payload into orbit.
Will be activated at T-minus 5 minutes.
This is Jim Ball reporting to us from Launch Control. Everything is right on time. Challenger's liftoff was delayed 1 hour and 37 minutes this afternoon when a mistake was discovered in uplinking data to a backup flight control system.